Well,
Okay.
hello and welcome to the Everyday Epic Book Club, aka Tea Time.
Tea time.
Tea Time with Amy.
And Kelly.
And yeah, we're going to kick off by just going over all the books that we have chosen for our book club this year. And we have a pretty good selection, I think.
Yes.
And so hopefully you guys enjoy reading along with us. There's a little bit of everything. Like, there's not just one genre. We're kind of like all over the place. So there's definitely bound to be something for you to like in our club.
I would hope so.
Yeah. Okay, so starting off here in March, we're going to be reading Hidden Figures by Margot Lee Shetterly. As our books.
Technical difficulties.
Okay, so many of you might recognize the title of this book because it actually turned into a movie that came out a few years ago, a long time ago, but it pretty much is about these African American women who were like on the forefront of the like space engineering, right? Back in the day. Computing.
Which I did not know that until I watched the movie, that they were called computers.
Right, human computers. Like,
there
it
you
was...
go. Trivia. Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
They actually did all the math by hand.
Yeah.
And like little weird looking adding machines.
Like an abacus?
No, not an abacus. We didn't go that far back. I don't know what they're called, and I'm sure somebody could probably tell us, but they look like little typewriters. And then they had, little, I don't know what they were called. We'll have to Google that.
Yeah. But yeah, so this story focuses on the three main computers for that time, and I have been holding out on watching the movie until I could read the book.
Oh.
So I haven't seen the movie yet, but I heard everyone was like, it's a great movie, one to watch for sure. So I expect the book to be pretty amazing as well. But yeah, I'm excited for it.
I have heard it doesn't follow exactly. So,
well, when does it ever?
I mean, well, true, but I'm hoping they're different enough because I did love the movie, and generally movies don't hold up to books. Just saying.
Yeah.
But hopefully they're different enough that it does, because the movie is amazing. I watched it over and over. Really good. Hi, Fig.
My cats are over here knocking more books off the shelves. It's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was our March pick. And then Kelly has our
had
April pick.
April, and I picked The Silence of Trees. And I picked this book because I was Googling, last year we read Ghost Bride.
Yes.
Okay, so I was Googling books like Ghost Bride, and this is one that came up on lots of different lists. So, Silence of Trees. I have no idea. And of course I'm not gonna, of course I picked one that I'm not gonna pronounce. Valia. Yeah, I'll just let you see it. There it is. Okay. So, in Chicago's Ukrainian village, Nadia Lysenko has built her life on a foundation of secrets. When she was 16, Nadia snuck out of her house in western Ukraine to meet a fortune teller in the woods. She never expected it to be the last time she would see her family. Decades later, Nadia continues to be haunted by the death of her parents and sisters. The myths and magic of her childhood are still a part of her reality. Dreams unite friends across time and space. House spirits, misplaced keys and glasses, and a fortune teller's card predicts the future. Nadia's beloved dead insist on being heard through dreams and whispers in the night. They want the truth to come out. So it kind of sounded to me like I really like magical realism, where it's based in reality, but there's a little bit of magical stuff going on. I like that, so that's why I picked it. Silence of Trees.
Sounds really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I had the May pick, and I went with The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. This book has been all over BookTube and Bookstagram. Like, everybody has been talking about this for so long, and that's the main reason why I picked it. It was just because it was so popular and everyone seems to really enjoy it a lot. It's about this celebrity named Evelyn Hugo, and she is being interviewed by this magazine reporter and telling like her whole life story, and she talks about all of her different husbands that she had and just everything that she went through during her career and her life, and it's just supposed to be like super interesting and good. And I love Taylor Jenkins Reid. I read Daisy Jones and the Six. We read that for our book club last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I read
Really good.
so good. Like that's one of my favorite books now. And I read Malibu Rising from her just this year. Last month I did, and that was so good too. So I have really high hopes for this. I think it's going to be great, and I cannot wait to read it.
Okay, next is The Ride of Her Life by Elizabeth Letts. And I picked this book, honestly, because of a Facebook thing. You know, there's those things that just pop up because apparently Facebook thinks you're interested in them. For some reason, I keep getting like historical figures pop up on my feed all the time. And this was actually one of them. This is the true story of Annie Wilkins. When she was about 63 years old, she was diagnosed with some sort of terminal disease. I don't know if it was cancer or something else. But anyway, her doctor suggested that she basically go into a nursing home and wait to die, like hospice. Instead, and she was a farmer, she lost her farm. So it was all kind of a catastrophe time for her. But she decided that she had always wanted to see the Pacific Ocean. So she decided she was going to do it before she died. And so she sold everything she had. She bought this kind of secondhand raggedy horse and a dog, and packed up all that she had left in the world and just started riding her horse from Maine to California so she could see the Pacific Ocean. And so this book is based on her life. And she wrote a book herself, but I've heard this one was better, so, or a little more storytellish. So that's why I chose that one.
What month is this? March, April, May, June, July! Okay, so I had the July pick, and I chose My Best Friend's Exorcism. This book has actually been on my radar for a really long time now. My friend Mikhail from work, he was reading this book one day, and I saw the cover and I was immediately like, what are you reading? Like, I need to know what this is. And so he started going on and telling me about how it's like about these two best friends, and one of them gets possessed and the other one has to try and like perform an exorcism on her and get the demon out of her. And it's like, he said it was hilarious and he absolutely loved it. So I have been waiting to read this book for like a couple years now. I don't know why I've been waiting, but you know, those TBR lists are always so long, but I cannot wait. And like, this cover is just absolutely stunning. Like, it's so cool. I love it. It's like all old school and everything, and it's just, it got my attention, and I definitely am super pumped for it. And I know Grady Hendrix, he's the author of this one. I like his writing as well. I read, our camera died, so we're back. But yeah, I was talking about my pick here, The Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. Welcome, Figaro. Clearly he's very passionate about this breed. But yeah, very excited for this one and definitely can't wait to get to it.
Okay, mine next. August, I think.
I think so.
Think so. Okay. Circe by Madeline Miller. I really don't know, except that it is a retelling of the Greek mythology story of Circe, who was a witch that was banished to an island, and I believe it was in the Iliad or in Homer. I don't know. I won't even try and sound smart like that, but when Ulysses was going home after the Trojan War, and it took him however stupid amount of years long to go, they went by Circe's island. So anyway, retelling of Circe's story.
I heard that one has some mixed reviews.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like
No idea.
they're talking about how it's like super, like if you like Greek mythology, then you'll probably really like the book. If you don't, you're gonna hate it.
Huh.
So,
Interesting.
we'll see.
Interesting.
I'm excited for it. A lot of people talk about it.
Mm-hmm. The other one that the Song of Achilles,
Mm-hmm.
I just heard about that one, that it's very accessible. So if you don't know, the story, if you're not familiar with Greek mythology, that it's okay, because it's an easy read. So
I heard that one is really sad.
Well,
Made people cry.
yeah, Achilles does not have a happy story, that's for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so it's September.
I believe so.
Cool. So that was my pick. My Sister, the Serial Killer. I think this is probably our shortest book.
Looks like.
I think, yeah. I have no idea what this is about. I'm pretty sure it's about this girl whose sister ends up becoming a serial killer, and she has to try and keep her secret. And
I'm sorry. Bailey is over behind. Cats make me laugh.
oh,
Okay.
cats. So it says, Coretti's sister, Eula, is the favorite child, the beautiful one, possibly sociopathic. And now, Eula's third boyfriend in a row is dead, stabbed through the heart with Eula's knife. Coretti's practicality is the sister's saving grace. She knows the best solutions for cleaning blood, the best way to move a body, and she keeps Eula from posting pictures to Instagram when she should be warning.
Oh my goodness, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Yikes. Silent the phone.
But yeah,
Please do go on.
she keeps her from posting pictures to Instagram when she should be mourning her missing boyfriend. Not that she gets any credit. Coretti has been in love with a kind, handsome doctor at the hospital where she works. She dreams the day when he will realize that she's exactly what he needs. But when he asks Coretti for Eula's phone number, she must reckon with what her sister has become and how far she's willing to go to protect her. Dude, that sounds actually like really good. But yeah, I initially found out about this book from a booktuber, Books and Lala. She read this book and she really, really liked it a lot. And so, like, she still talks about it to this day, and I think she read it like a year or two ago. So she definitely got me super excited for this one. And I mean, serial killers are kind of my thing, so
There you go.
definitely bumped.
Didn't think that when we did the layout, you didn't land in October.
Yeah, it's okay.
Crazy. Actually, though, you probably would have. If we had started in January like we were supposed to, you probably would have landed in October. But that is why I hit October, and why I picked, probably, it's not horror or anything, but it does have death in the title. Who Fears Death? By Nettie Okorafor. I am so sorry, because I know that's wrong. So, post-apocalyptic world set in Africa somewhere. It probably says where on the back. It doesn't. For some reason I want to say Nigeria, but I think that is because I was looking at a book. Oh, I can't remember the title. That's so sad. But it was like this friend group, and this new girl comes in and joins the friend group, and she like tries to ruin everything and all of that. But anyway, totally beyond the point. Those were Nigerian women, so I think that was why I was thinking that. But anyway, there's this whole post-apocalyptic thing, wars going on everywhere, genocide, and these two tribes are at war, and one of them basically annihilates the other one, but this woman who was raped escapes into the desert, and she has a baby girl. An angry baby girl with hair and skin the color of sand. And I am not. I will learn how to pronounce this before October. You want to try that one? I just can't even. No.
On way some woo.
Yeah, I don't even know.
On way.
Okay, yeah, Anya. Fated for a life of violence, to be an outcast, but she is unusual in ways that go deeper than the tint of her skin. From childhood, she's possessed a remarkable and unique magic. As Anya knows, grows, so do her powers, and with them, she comes to know that someone wishes her dead. So, anyway, I liked it. I'm going to actually show you my book real quick because I like my cover better. This is Amy's book.
Yeah. I like Kelly's cover of this book better too, but I could only find it in the mass market paperback.
Isn't that pretty?
Look at that.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And yes, I do travel with a box of books, so I had my own copy. Yeah. Anyway, it's gorgeous. I love this. I looked for this forever, and as you can see, I found a very, very used copy. So, pretty cool. It's beautiful.
It is. Okay, for November, our longest book that we have, All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr.
Sure.
This one is a historical fiction, if I remember correctly, and I think it has something to do with, this is one about the Holocaust.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
World War II, Paris, I believe.
Yes. The Nazis occupy Paris, and the father and daughter flee to the walled citadel of Saint Malo, where Marie Laure's reclusive great uncle lives in a tall house by the sea. With them, they carry what might be the museum's most valuable and dangerous jewel. So it kind of follows their life as they are escaping from the war. And
yeah, isn't there like the secondary character, a little boy? Isn't he Jewish?
oh yeah, there's a little orphan, right? The orphan.
I don't remember.
In a mining town in Germany, the orphan Werner grows up with his younger sister, enchanted by a crude radio they find. Werner becomes an expert at building and fixing these crucial new instruments, a talent that wins him a place at the brutal academy for Hitler Youth, then a special assignment to track the resistance. More and more aware of the human cost of his intelligence, Werner travels through the heart of the war and finally into St. Malo, where his story and Marie Laure's converge.
Not Jewish, sorry. Okay, but yeah.
Yeah, so I've actually had this book for a really, really long time. I just saw the cover and I knew that it was about like Nazi Germany, and that was what caught my attention because I've always been like really interested in the Holocaust and that time period. So I picked it up and have been waiting to read it for so long now, as is most of these books that I've chosen for this book club, but I'm excited to get to it. I don't typically like historical fiction, or thought that I didn't, but Taylor Jenkins Reid has taught me that I do like historical fiction a lot, so I think this will be a good one. And even though like it's a big book, it's almost 500 pages long, so sorry about that, but I'm hoping that it'll be interesting enough where you won't like realize it's
Worth
that long.
it.
Yes.
Worth it.
Yes. So very excited.
Okay, and I get the last one. So I picked The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. I don't really know why, honestly. I had just read, well, I read a lot of speculative weird stuff, so like The Ghost Bride and The Night Circus, which we all adored. And this was kind of like fell into my Amazon recommendations after I bought The Night Circus. So I picked up a sample. I remember reading the sample, but I don't really remember much about it. And I mean, it's sad to say, it sounds like I was not really impressed with with what I read, but I'm sure I was. Probably just too many other books to read. But anyway, it is this special library that has the story of your life. A catastrophe just about happened. But you go in and there's books upon books upon books that have every story of how your life would have turned out if you'd chosen one thing differently. So this lady goes to the library and she starts picking stories and books, like if she had chosen B versus A. And then apparently, I think from what I understand, it actually, the library transports her into that life. And so she actually gets to live out what it would have been like if she had chosen that way.
That's cool.
So yeah. So I would be interesting. I like libraries. I like magical libraries. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. That one was actually one of the Goodreads Choice Awards winners for 2020.
Really?
I think. Yeah.
It was also the Good Morning America Book Club. You can see that. How interesting, right? Does anybody care? Not really. Okay, so there it is.
So yeah, that's our lineup. We have Hidden Figures, The Silence of Trees, Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, The Ride of Her Life, My Best Friend's Exorcism, Circe, My Sister, The Serial Killer, Who Fears Death, All the Light We Cannot See, and The Midnight Library. So
There we go.
I'm definitely super excited for all these books.
Him too.
Yes, for sure, for sure.
I've had my books a couple weeks now, so it's been really, really difficult.
Right?
Yeah.
I have been like
Not reading them.
no. I almost had read this book already, because I was doing something for the blog where I was reading all the Choice Award winners for the year.
Oh, yeah.
So luckily I didn't get to it.
Not yet.
But
Can
I can't.
now.
Yes, I can't wait until then. And yeah. So I think we decided that the live stream for this one is going to be on April 3rd. On Sunday. We'll let you know what time because we haven't decided that. Sunday afternoon sometime we'll be talking about Hidden Figures, and it'll probably we're gonna be doing something other than just sitting here talking.
Probably because we can see how exciting this is.
Yeah, I mean don't get me wrong, Kelly, I love sitting and talking to you.
I know.
I mean
Everybody will enjoy it more if my hands are busy because then I can't talk with them like I tend to.
oh, but that's the fun part.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like smack you upside the head. Sure.
Yeah. I mean, what is that? Physical comedy or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, slapstick.
Yeah.
Tune in April 3rd for more
April
slapstick.
3rd. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, see? We're so
Yeah.
good. Segues.
Yeah. Hopefully by then we'll have some merch and we can like
Tea time mugs.
tea time mugs for sure. That has to happen.
It does have to happen.
Yeah.
I
Like
think you have like a printer place here in town, don't you?
yeah.
Tea
Wheels are in motion.
time, did you show your logo that you made? That's
Yeah.
so pretty.
Yeah, look at our book club.
Isn't that neat?
logo.
Wouldn't that be
Yeah.
pretty on a mug?
Yeah, I think it would be.
Be gorgeous.
Yeah.
Must have. Must have.
For sure.
Okay, so. All right.
Well, I guess that's it for us today. Thanks for watching. Hope you're excited for all of our books. And be sure to give this channel a follow if you want to be here for all of our live streams and upcoming content here. You can also follow the book club information up on our Instagram. It's at The Everyday Adventurers. And also on the Facebook page, The Everyday Adventurers.
Adventurers, not adventures.
Adventurers.
Because she had to make it harder. Adventurers.
Yes.
Yes.
It'll all be linked down in the description so you can find it there. And you don't have to try and figure out what I'm saying.
Always a good idea.
Yes. So anyway, alright. Until next time.
I'm Kelly, and she's
Amy.
and we are
The Everyday
we so have to go. Okay.
Bye. How are we at?
We're starting off so well.
Yeah.
Yes, we don't know why we're here.
I'm too close to the leg.
And there would be the flashing going on. She would worry about it.